forgot what we're talking about. No, we're not good yet. What are you doing, dude? Alright. I muted you, Charlie.
Alright, it was definitely Lumi's fault.
I didn't even do
it. was definitely Lumi's fault. Anyways, alright, so we actually have a Lich Tiny lane up here. So it's definitely not solo Tiny, which I think the Tiny would have had a lot of problems. And now this looks a lot better for Mineski.
I actually think the Void has a problem, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Because Disruptor's a pretty weak laner.
I think the Undying actually needs to go top at this point, because you can't just sack the Void, and you can't let Ice basically have a free lane. He's 6-3 right now. Yep. The Void is 2-1.
The thing is, if Undying leave bottom, then I'm not sure if Ohio could actually lane against Venom. Well, one Gale, then he's kind of in trouble as well.
I mean, Ohio can at least get farm. Like, right now, I'll tell you right now, Eternal Envy can definitely not lane against this.
I mean, Eternal Envy's a catch-up player, right? It's okay. It's okay, Jack. Alright, yeah, but Ice is actually using his tree to deny quite a lot of creeps. Bottom lane here, a couple of nukes being flied out, but for the most part, no kills just yet. And we do expect not too many hero rotations, right? With heroes like Lich and then dying, they're likely going to sit in a lane.
Yeah, we might. Oh, DJ's good.
Yep, there you go. Saw on the screen, Jabs got the roll on, and Ohio might be in a little bit of trouble. Gale's actually going to miss. And he dodges it with the snowball anyways.
DJ also getting very low there. But it gives Envy some time to, I guess, sort of catch up.
I don't know, man. Instead of pulling a hero into his lane, they pulled a hero away from his lane. So he's now 1v2 against a Tiny Lich. And a Tiny Lich is attempting to make pulls and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not sure about this, the way that Fnatic has laned it. Because you also got to keep in mind that neither of these core heroes could jungle or anything, so they can't catch up.
I think the other thing that we haven't talked about right now is that the Mirana is actually doing like I'd say a fair amount better than Abed mid right now. The 18-3 to the 12-2. Yep.
I bet we'll be able to catch up once Crypt Swarm is maxed out. But you're definitely right. Mirana is a hero that needs a little bit of a while before she gets going, but she's definitely having a good start. So I think a lot of the weight on this game is on Ohio's shoulder, right? Because he's really the only core, the only hero that could actually do something on the map. Yeah. Good stuff on the bottom side.
And this is how I feel like you have to use Undying. If you're going to draft it, you want somebody that can bring the Undying into fights. Tusk is the perfect hero to do that. So many times you just plop down a tombstone and he doesn't do anything.
Oof, Highlight Die is going to get rolled on here. There's going to be a fight for that bounty room. Highlight Die going to be relatively tanky. Does have 2 points of the Sword Rip. Decay's coming off cooldown as well. Nice positioning here by the Mineski heroes. There's 9-2 man Decay. Pi is still very, very low. Poison taking him down. And Japs is staying around, I think, looking for a roll kill. But here comes Ohio. Nice roll back in, and that's going to be a kill. Japs will get rolled on as well, but Ohio missing the shards. Not sure how many times he practiced this hero, but that might have been a kill. He does have Face Boost now finished on the Ohio.
That's like one of those shards that people throw when you feel like, did you not realize the change in casting Tusk shards now?
Yeah, they changed it I think a while back, but I remember once that change first came out, a lot of players
messed that up.
Yeah.
I do see players still mess it up because how often do you play Tusk, right?
Yeah. No points into Frozen Stages just yet. It's going to be a valuable tool down the line against the Mirana, but right now it's all about the spell damage. And Mushi, he can get killed very easily. Top lane, Envy dropping very low. Time walk on cooldown, but looks like he'll be okay.
He's getting pressured real hard right now. He doesn't really. You mentioned that Envy is a catch-up player, but he does not have a catch-up mechanism. Void is going to flash farm with what?
I was also kind of kidding when Envy's a catch-up player, because he'll go to the side lane and then just die when he farms. So I don't know how much catch-up he'll be doing.
He's going to buy a Midas and catch up.
Yep.
He's going to go Midas Mom, Battle Fury.
Oh, he is going to need his teammates to bail him out a little bit.
aside from that one kill on Mushi, this laning stage is not going very well for Fnatic right now. And like the panel said, they're very reliant on long cooldowns. And usually in lineups like that, you want to come out ahead on the laning stage so you can dictate the pace of the game.
Oh, Mushi on the bottom side got sharded up here, and now they're going to tower dive. Tombstone's going to break the trees on the back line. Mushi taking quite a bit of hits here. They're going to try to take down the Tombstone. Snowball, double snowball coming in, and here comes a bet on the back line, popping that exorcism. Jabs, he's going to try to roll out. Nice block here from Ohio. Double kill on the bed. Tower, not going to kill Ohio either. Poison tick, the last tick, not going to take him down. And of course, Abed, seeing that new glyph animation. We'll try to take down the bottom tower. Envy rotating now to the mid lane to get a little bit of farm. So that was a pretty good stuff here from Fnatic.
Yeah, this is a really smart rotation by Abed. This is definitely what they needed. They want to be the ones setting the pace of the game, because if they let Mineski set the pace, that pace is going to be faster than what Fnatic is ready for.
Yeah. Oh, I think you were talking about Tombstone being pretty decent this game. Not only do they have the DJ, should be fine here. I say that Ice is not disturbed by the tower. Toss away from the tower. Ninja's gonna have the Frost Nova. DJ trying to run for his life. Spend all your gold, DJ. All right, he does, and he does die. But as I was trying to say, they have Tombstone, they have Chronosphere and the Ice Shard to set up Tombstone. So I think we're going to see the Undying putting in much more work than usual.
Yeah, I do like it a lot better this game. You know what the collision speed is like for the zombies?
Collision speed?
Or not collision speed, like just collision size.
Oh,
they can still block you, right?
I'm not sure. I've never really gotten blocked by zombies myself, so I can't say for sure.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I've definitely got hunted down by like 20 zombies.
That's definitely happened to me as well.
In the river, looks like Jabs might get caught out here. Tombstone, nicely silenced. Jabs gonna roll himself out of there. TP out.
He's gonna make zombies.
It out. Yeah, good stuff. Jabs been doing a very good job stealing runes nonstop.
They're not as value anymore, though. I think that really hurts roamers like Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
We got Ohio being gone on the bottom right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So I'm curious to see what the effect of this Tusk is going to have. Like I'm so far comparing him to something like Clockwork, right? Once you get to level 6, you have a lot of kill potential. At the same time, I think Tusk scales much better than a Clockwork in terms of what you get from the offlane.
Sure. He also has an interesting save with the snowball. Can dodge a few spells this game, actually.
Yeah. I mean, even just delaying the poison ticks from, let's say, the Venom ult does save you a couple hundred points of health. Of course, if you dodge that Chain Frost, that is some nice stuff. Envy on the top lane. Still only level 5. And here comes Ohio. Ice Shard will give vision for the row if he wants to go for it, but
Dire's top tower.
He doesn't have any follow-up right now. This is just trying to get them off the tower. And Envy's gonna TP to the bottom lane, try and get some CS up. He's so poor right now.
yeah, they're gonna give up the tower completely. Meanwhile, Fnatic on the mid lane sets up a smoke gank, and they are running down to the river. It looks like they want to get Mushi again. The Venom core used to be very strong, but now that they removed the experience gain on level 10, I think he is much more susceptible to these ganks. You used to be able to catch right back up when you die, but now, not so good. Do you have detection? It's a 4-man gank. If they don't have detection, this is going to be really silly. Mushi's going to just walk out of this gank. He needs to go on the right side, but Abed, the sniper.
DJ might die.
Deny? Jesus, Abed. Alright, solo carrying this team right now.
Oh, and Pi gets taken down.
It's not over yet. Moon fires the arrow to the right side. Not going to catch anybody, but he does have a haster and leaps win one for Abed. Abed's going to grab off a little bit of HP from Moon. Now the toss in the truck. Not going to be enough to squish Abed. And Envy still level 5. No turn, no ability to counterplay.
If I'm Fnatic, I'm not really happy with that gank. Like, you don't want to be smoking to gank a Venomancer down there. Like, it's not a incredibly high value target. He's the lowest net worth core on the side of Mineski right now. Like, you want to go for the Tiny or the or the Mirana.
Yeah. I guess because you have the Disruptor, even the Mirana would be a fairly easy kill. The triple lip won't be too helpful against Glimpse Static Storm, so I definitely agree with your point there.
Well, DJ just hit 6, so they can go off and do that now.
Yeah. On the left side, Pylai Die gonna get caught. Silence gonna be on top of him. Soul Rip himself. Tombstone's gonna get dropped down. Decay as well. He's very tanky. He'll die here. Where's the TP support? Here comes Ohio on the right side. They're gonna punch him up, and Mushi dies another time. I am very worried about Mushi's ability to stay in this game, though.
I think it's okay. I mean, the Static Storm is used. You got to trade off kill. I mean, it is a core for a support, but you drew 3 heroes to you. Meanwhile, I don't think Mushi is going to be playing like the 1 position here.
Yeah, that's gonna be Moon for sure. Speaking of 1 position, Envy does queue up that MOM like you mentioned.
He is a...
I mean, this is like the
halfway there.
This is like the perfect anime show, right? You know, when the
They're not... gonna wait. These guys are gonna take the fight to him. They're not gonna give Envy the time to slowly level up.
Oh, that's when the bad guy comes to destroy your city, and then your anime character levels up like 5 times.
No, that's what we call plot armor. What kind of animes are you watching?
Every anime.
You don't get experience for getting your city destroyed. That's when you like.
It makes you super angry, and then you yell louder, and then you level up.
Yeah, but no, you don't level up, man. You just get like some motivation bonus.
I think between you and I, Charlie, I'm more of the anime expert. I have to say myself.
I can't dispute you there. I can't dispute you there.
Alright, mid tower's in deny range. Fnatic not going for the deny just yet. Not sure why. Maybe they haven't realized
Radiant
it.
are scanning.
I mean, I think it's still a really key place, right? If anything, they'd like to bait it out. Maybe force
the fight there and then
yeah.
TP in. Yeah.
It's not like it's like 1 hit away or anything. It's not like Mineski can just go in and snipe it.
Mineski did fire off a scan into the dire jungle. It did clip a couple of heroes, and I think that's why that they're playing relatively defensive right now.
I would like to see Mineski actually take that tower, though. It is a very
freebie. Ah, there you go.
Dire's middle tower.
DJ comes in with a clutch deny.
That's okay. I think the map control is more important for Mineski anyways.
Yeah. So I keep hearing this, like, you know, the big boss is gonna come to you. It's not gonna give you time. Pano talked about the high tempo. When do you think Mineski's gonna start doing stuff? Because right now, I think if you're Fnatic, you're okay with how the pacing of the game's going.
Well, they're doing stuff right now. You see 3 heroes smoked up bottom. I think they want to take all these outer tier 1s and then start applying pressure.
Okay.
Like right now, all the big ults from Fnatic are still up. So you don't want to go for an incredibly obvious team fight.
Wendy, they're going to get vision on him, but it's going to be a bet on left side. If they could chain stun him and blow him up, that will be the target that deals the most damage. They see DJ, they drop a sentry as well, and here comes that team fight. Nice 2-man silence. Chain Frost going to get bounced left and right. Good toss here, right back into the Chain Frost. Abed taking a ton of that damage. They bring him down, and now without Abed, there is no damage in this team fight. Tombstone's going to get cleaned up, and Mineski wins a clean 2-0 fight. I believe Exorcism wasn't used, so he will still have that for the defense.
Chronosphere was used though.
Yeah. Here comes that glyph. You gotta keep in mind that with the max tree grab, now deals 120% to buildings. That building's gonna get chomped down very quickly. And Charlie, as you predicted, once the tier 1s are going down, Mineski is ramping up the pressure. Also on the top lane simultaneously, Mushi has been sieging the tier 2.
This is a very classic Veno, I live in your off lane now. If you're going to commit resources to gank me, I will unleash my Ebola upon you. So
He's also like a pretty emo hero, if you ask me. He's like IDC if I die, right? Like, who cares? I'm a Veno.
Very true.
Bottom lane here, nice kick. Not gonna actually connect on Ohio. Ohio moving very quickly with phase as well as strums. He's getting all the right fighting items, but can't really take the fight by himself.
The big boss is destroying your city right now.
Is Ice 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 the big boss?
Ice 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 is definitely the big boss.
Or is he like the... You know how like in Power Rangers, the bad guy is like the boss and he has a whole bunch of minions, right?
Yeah? Are you saying Ice 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 is a minion?
No, he's the boss.
Yeah.
Everyone else is the minions. Everyone else on his team.
He's just tossing them in?
No, like he's the most, he's the scariest one. And everyone else is like his henchmen.
Sure. Sure.
Ohio. Oh god. Ava toss on the bottom side, arrow not gonna connect, and Ohio's gonna just have to run. Leap. That's gonna be a kill.
Seeing stars.
Yeah,
So far, this Tusk not working out.
I think at this point we got 20 seconds to Chronosphere. Once that's up, I expect Fnatic should want to
Do something with it.
Right?
But here's the thing, right? If you, let's say you go for a smoke gang with Exorcism and Chrono, you use both, maybe you get 2 kills.
You have to take an objective as well.
Yeah, you have to take an objective, because if you don't, I could see Mineski just go into the Roche immediately. A bed. He's going to find Mushi on the top side. Moonlight Shadow's going to be there, and TP's out. Snowball and Glimpse. Both's going to get used. That was a 4-man rotation. But I killed
Mushi's okay with that.
Yeah, I don't think they care, actually.
Like, that's definitely an IDC death. You baited out the Exorcism. That's 4 heroes rotate. Like, what can Fnatic do now? Like,
No Exorcism. They're gonna go into Roche. They will use the Exorcism here. I like this a lot.
okay,
And they will still save the Chrono.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah. This is actually one of the best things you can do. Good stuff. Scan's gonna fly out. I think that was a Fnatic scan.
Dire's bottom tower
And-
is under attack.
I wouldn't say this gets them right back in the game, but
It buys them time.
yeah.
It definitely buys them time. But if I'm Mineski right now, I'm gonna go look for a fight.
Okay.
Because who took the, like, Death Prophet took the Aegis.
Yep.
There's no Exorcism right now. You kill her once, you're probably gonna kill her again. And Envy does no damage right now.
Well, let's look on the brighter side of things for Fnatic. When do you think it's gonna be starting to look good for Fnatic? Like, give me a time frame. Is it gonna be 30 minutes in the game that they're gonna start to turn things around?
I'd say when Envy needs both a damage item and something that gives them a little more survivability.
Okay, he's queuing up the Shadow Blade right now. Are you maybe thinking like Shadow Blade BKB is when he's ready to go, or?
I don't know if
Radiant
BKB
are
is the right item. I guess BKB is the right item. There's like a ton of magic damage, but as I say that, Pylai Dai gets taken down. But BKB...
There is a lot of magic damage, but yeah.
My worry is that it doesn't really solve all those problems.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of problem. Ohio picks up the Blink Dagger, so you see support, Tusk picks up Blink
Dire's
pretty
middle
frequently,
tower is under
and what that allows them to do is when somebody gets focused, he gets to Blink next to them and Snowball save. But this also doubles up as a pretty effective split pushing tool. But right now the big boss is outside your base, and Ice 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 is hammering down your buildings pretty fast. And I think this game gets truly difficult to play for Fnatic once you lose your tier 2s. It feels pretty impossible at that point.
Yeah, because even if, at this point, after all your tier 2s get taken, Mineski is basically going to live on Fnatic's side in their jungle.
Yes.
Even if Fnatic tries to go out and take a fight on that side, they're going to have to blow all their cooldowns for it. At that point,
Radiant's top tower
Mineski can just do the same thing again, and then you don't have your big ultimates.
Well, Fnatic soon will get their high ground tested, I imagine. Tier 2 still standing.
I think Fnatic still has at least maybe 5 or 6 minutes before Mineski attempts to do high ground.
Assuming they don't blow their ults. If they blow their ults, that's an invitation to the high ground, or
Sure,
at least in that tier 2.
assuming nothing disastrous happens.
Right. Will this be the beginning of something happening on the bottom side? Fnatic grouped up as 4. They have a bet. They don't have the Envy Chrono here. Envy's just catch up farm. So this is a 4-man push into the 5-man defense, and they're gonna pop the exorcism. They want to fight this. Blinking in is a bed going for a kill on Mirana, and they will find a key pick off here. And now Snowball going right into a Tiny, and now there's a buyback from Mirana. It's gonna be back time, but that chain frost doing so much work. The tree toss as well going right in. Envy's back in the fight right now. They see Mushi. They will take down Mushi. Chronosphere is going to find 2, looking pretty good. Abed still alive. He will die down. The exorcism will end. Ice dropping low, but turns around with the Avatos. Envy will go down. And now Abed surrounded from all sides. Can he take down Ice? At the very least, they don't. They blow everything. Chronosphere down, exorcism down, Aegis down. And all they got was a Veno and a buyback on Mirana, and the Mirana kill itself. I don't think that's enough.
There's so many issues with that fight. At the beginning, they took that fight. Envy's busy farming neutrals. He comes into the fight, gets silenced, he gets hit in the AOE of the silence from the Earth Spirit when he was Shadow Bladed. Couldn't initiate immediately, and like the Venomancer ult and the Chain Frost did so much collateral damage that after a while, it's just Fnatic didn't have the follow-up.
Yep, and now Fnatic needs to take a fight without their 2 big ults. They will find the Lich on the right side. Can they blow him up? Ninja Boogie, relatively tanky with the Frost armor, but will get surrounded by the Ice Shards. They do take one down, and now Ice will get earned up. They're going to try to take him down. Ice. No TP in backpack. They will see him. Envy. Any lucky bashes. No detection either here from any heroes. They do have 1 sentry, but I'm not sure whether they're going to chase. Fnatic will delay the push though with the Lich kill, so that's not the worst.
It's definitely something. At this point, if I'm Mineski, I want to, I guess, get control of the Fnatic jungle, and then when Roshan respawns, get in position to take it.
I mean, I actually think it's, again, okay for Fnatic for the next couple of minutes, because that was their window, right, for Mineski. Fnatic used both their big cooldowns, and then Mineski tried to push, and then one of them got caught out. Wait, why did Abed use his exorcism? Did he misclick? He's just farming neutrals right now with exorcism.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess they don't know that you're farming neutrals with exorcism.
It's efficiency right now.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Okay. Pretty sure that's a misclick, but, you know.
I mean, if I had to guess though, I don't know that Mineski would be ready to make any big moves.
Okay.
It's actually going to be Fnatic that's moving in. They're grouping up right now. Are they going to look to do anything?
No. They'll back it up. They need to defend against the Veno, who's beginning to build a base next to the tier 2. Also, by the way, I want to ask you about that Death Prophet Blink Dagger, because judging on how this game's going, if you asked me what item Abed would have went for, I would have never said Blink, right? I would have said, oh, he needs to tank up, he needs to go pipe BKB for his team, but he was able to blink right onto the Mirana, silenced him in the last fight, and just force a very quick kill. Do you kind of like that choice?
I'm not sure if I like it, but I understand why he did it.
Okay.
I think he sees that Envy is not exactly ready to fight, and this is a little bit of that DC Abed in him, where he feels the pressure to make something happen in this game. He has to be a playmaker in some way or another.
Yep.
So he gets that. He gets the dagger to sort of be able to silence a key hero, and then starts spirit draining him.
Yeah. He also puts a ton of the focus on himself, which allows his backline to do much more. I think when you're Disruptor and you're Undying, for the most part, could stay in the backline and cast your spells, they become much more effective in the team fight. Mineski, looking for a fight right now, camped up on the right side of the map.
Shadows.
And here comes that Moonlight Shadow. Detection has been relatively sparse on the side of Fnatic, but they currently do have some Sentry and Dust available. But look at these deep wards that Mineski is able to drop.
Dire's bottom tower.
You know, I think in an actual 5-on-5 right now, if Fnatic has all their ultimates up, I don't actually think it goes that poorly for them. If you look at the way they've itemized right now, Abed is very tanky. He has the BKB in the hood. Ohio has finished that pipe.
Dire's bottom tower is under
So
attack.
a lot of the damage coming out of Mineski will be mitigated.
Oh, they have a hood and a completed pipe.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, assuming they get their items off, which may or may not happen depending on how the chain
Dire's
sets happen.
bottom
But
tower has
I think you're right. If Fnatic could press their buttons, they are going to be...
That is generally what you want to do. You want to press your buttons.
I mean, we've been playing some games where
people don't press buttons. I mean, that happens in every pub, right?
or you were pressing the buttons, but the spells weren't going to right places. So you know.
And MV has queued up that BKB. He's almost there.
I like how you just gloss over that point. Yeah. But BKB, you know, I think BKB is going to tie them over in terms of.
It's going to help a lot, but he does need another item.
Oh, they're going to smoke up right now. They will see Mushi. Mushi has Blink and Yules. They could Chrono right for that, but I don't know if you want to spend the Chrono. We'll see. No, he will definitely spend the Chrono. And they're going to pour it in right now to defend. 60 second for the Veno. No buyback whatsoever. Are they going to try to push off of this?
I think that was an okay Chrono, just because, like, if you look at the way Mineski's been playing, like, they've had the advantage, but they haven't been pushing it. You're right. The big boss is not pressing his advantage.
That makes no sense, right? In the animes, you always wonder why isn't the overpower boss coming?
Under attack.
I mean, I think in this case, it's a little bit of fear.
Okay.
Just because the Chrono has always been up, the Exorcism, I guess, to Mineski's knowledge, has always been up, and they don't feel comfortable taking that fight just yet.
And this is Mineski, for the most part of this game, holding a like 5k plus advantage, right? Currently sitting at 9k.
Almost 10k, yeah.
But I think one of the truest thing about Dota 2, or Dota in general, is that even if you're behind, if you have a superior teamfight lineup, which Fnatic does, so you could just easily erase that deficit if you land, you know, a 3-man Chrono.
So here's the question then, because I think clearly this game is going to go late in some form or another.
Yeah.
Who has a better late game lineup?
I think it's hard to argue against Chronosphere. I mean, Mirana is pretty scary as well, but there is no save whatsoever, right? On the side of Mineski.
Right,
So it comes down to Envy. If Envy lands good Chrono, I just don't see them losing.
That's fair. I think I have to agree.
Yeah.
They're like, whoever's getting Chronosphere is most likely going to die.
Yeah. I mean, they do technically have some save. Like, they could
Under attack.
get off a very good avalanche and you know, stun the void. And
You got some Lich armor.
yeah,
Lich armor.
yeah, I don't know if that will be too useful. I actually think that the crux of the issue for Mineski right now is still Abed. Like, even if you land a good Chrono, Abed is still all of the damage. So if you could somehow shut him down, kill him before any of the spells come out. But that's tough. He's got a hood BKB and a blink. He's very tanky. Vano coming to fight, but he's found under a Sentry Ward. They could glimpse him right back if they want to, and they will. On the back line, though, it looks like they found Ohio. Self-Yules here from the Venosphere. Chronosphere only on one, and that's not the Chrono we're looking for. Chainfrost splitting up Fnatic for now. Tombstone's going to get destroyed. That Chainfrost still bouncing left and right. It's going to go right back on Envy, but Abed hitting big, hitting hard right now. BKB activated, and he's dealing so much damage. They will trade Envy's life for Ice. BKB finally runs out. Abed taking a ton of that damage, but he will take down Mirana as well. It seems like Mineski will lose this team fight. Only the supports are still alive. Pylite going for the chase. He takes down the Lich. At the end of the day, it is a 4 versus 3. But I think Fnatic's core die a little bit later compared to the Mineski core, right?
So Ohio got picked off early in the back as Mushi was getting gone on.
Yeah.
The huge issue again is that Mushi just wasn't able to get off his Nova, wasn't able to get off his spells. So it was a good Chronosphere in that respect, but
he was static storm. He wasn't getting off his Chrono or his Nova regardless.
Right, and there's a really key moment where Ice actually got blocked in the trees by a Veno Ward and a Tombstone zombie.
Oh, really? So the collision size does matter.
Illusion.
Well, Mushi. I can't really blame Mushi for getting caught out like that because as the Veno, you kind of have to play those kind of forward position.
But at the same time, you got a Blink Dagger for a reason, right?
Right. We're going to see that team fight one more time here. We're going to see the glimpse back. Static Storm's right on top. So I don't think the Chrono was...
So you see that Veno ward?
Yeah?
He's blocked.
Oh, shoot. He's blocked it. I guess Tree Grab was also on cooldown because he could have cut that tree if he did have Tree Grab. But whatever the case is, losing your tiny CPS output for a couple seconds was quite critical. And the rest of the team fight does happen.
Right now we have the teams posturing around Roshan as Mineski has it at almost dead.
Yeah, Aegis and Cheese is going to be pretty big, especially when you're fighting against Chronospheres. On the right side, Mushi's going to find one, and they will find the Undying. Undying drops a Tombstone upon death. They will farm that up as well. Thanks for the 200 gold.
Yeah, in those situations, I think Pilot Eye, you just got to get out. They didn't have Exorcism up. Fnatic showed clearly that they were in no position to take that fight.
Oh, Envy. He's seen by Moon right now.
I think it's okay.
Immediately goes into this.
Top tower is under
If he spots the courier, I don't think he has vision of the courier, but he could snipe that very easily.
So we have Aegis on the Mirana, Cheese on Tiny. And Mushi is almost finished with that Agnems. I think what Mineski really wants to do right now is try and find a foe. Envy?
They don't have detections for him. He is invis up right now. Envy's been farming the enemy jungle for a long time now.
Yeah, he has to take that dangerous farm. He's got the Shadow Blade. He's got a way to get out.
And he's got the BKB now, so I feel like survivability department, Envy's got all the boxes checked. And now he just needs one more damage item. And I think Fnatic is essentially back in this game, but will they get that time? Mineski looking for a smoke game. Pilai Dai will tank this one again for the team. He even has a mech. We'll make them spend a couple more right clicks. Tombstone will get dropped down. In fact, he drops double Tombstone. Pilai Dai reinventing the feed. It's 400 extra gold to Mineski, but this is going to be a Mineski high ground push. No Pilai Dai for 50 seconds. I think they need every bit of
bit of help they can get. Yeah. They are 10k gold behind.
Envy needs to port back right now. He also doesn't have mana. He needs to get mana in the fountain. He's not coming back. Are they just going to give up the racks?
Well, they do glyph it.
Okay. Glimpse back here on Ice. Veno blinks in huge ultimate on everybody, and that's a lost fire ready for Fnatic. Ohio allowing his teammate to TP out. No, DJ can't even complete the TP. DJ is already dead. Just to the poison. Any deny attempt? No deny attempts. Raxus will go down. And now Envy coming in on the back line. He Shadow Blade up, but he's walking right into Sentry Vision. I don't think this is going to work out. They blink, they Yules, they could silence him up. Arrow's going to be there. He pops a BKB. That's a one-man bubble. I'm not sure that's going to be enough. They drop a Tombstone on the right side. Can they even kill the Veno? Veno is still very, very tanky. He will die, but that's a Veno that already dropped the ult, so they don't really care. It's going to be Ohio on the right side, getting clubbed on by Ice. On the left, Envy still on the run here. He's silenced up. He's slowed down. He will jump away a bed now back in the fight, but he is getting brought down by the Tiny. He's doing so much damage at best. Somehow needs to survive. He's being brought low very quickly. A bed now does die as well. Pilai died next to drop. He will spawn a Tombstone on death, but that is going to be it. The back is broken. The base is crumbling. And the Anime Dream is dead. Mineski will take down Fnatic off of just one big team fight.
Yeah, it seemed like such a disconnect between what Fnatic's game plan, high ground defense really was there. You had, they get preemptively jumped on, Envy wasn't ready to fight. I don't think he actually wanted to take that fight. I think he wanted his team to buy as much time as possible for the...
Maybe even give up the racks. Like, I just don't think that taking the fight was ever a game-winning plan.
I think he wanted to buy time for Pylai Dai to come back up and try and take an actual 5v5 fight.
Yep.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Well, Mushi did die a lot, but I think as soon as he blinked in for that last Nova, they just won that fight immediately, right?
Yeah.
Because all the previous, like,